its establishment 126 years ago, JCCI has focused on the promotion and facilitation of international trade. The Chamber plays a key role in training, mentoring and facilitating trade for small and medium-sized companies. We identified a need for an export incubator amongst these companies that have shown an interest in our training programs. We also provide them with export training, business management training and mentoring. Over the period, we will also bring in experts, topic experts that will further assist these companies to develop their products for the export market. We have certain criteria when we select the potential participants for the program, in that they have to have a company, a registered company that is in business for at least 2 years. They also have to have an exportable product or service. They don't need to have any export experience. This is where we come in and train and mentor them to be successful exporters.
I joined the incubator because of the networking opportunities, because of the knowledge that that was going to be imparted to us by the various role players, and also because we wanted to be exposed to other people in the same market. We also, it was important for us to have some idea of our exporting potential and to ready our business for the export market, and this the incubator promised would happen.
Well, we saw the benefits on day one when we started the program. We were busy with a huge project and we were importing components for this particular project from China. So our first lessons we had was with regards to the Incoterms. These are the terms used for shipping, importing and exporting. And that's when I discovered that the terms that was used on the invoices or the quotes supplied by the company in China was incorrect, and this put me at great risk. So I was able to go back and correct that before it cost me additional funds.
What has changed since we joined the program? We've actually utilized some of the interventions that we got from the program, like the business, understanding our business canvas and the business strategy. We've implemented those on the business.
One of the changes that I've made was to change the way I do pricing for export market, the way I position my brand, and the way I sort of sell my product to the outside world. It has really helped me on that.
So SAITEX is a very important international trade show for South Africa. It's been going for, I think, 15 or 16 years, and we've been involved, as the Chamber, we've been involved with SAITEX ever since it started, and we've been here every year. We brought our incubatees here, one for experience, so they get an experience of how a trade show works, but two, there's a lot of international players here, both exhibitors and visitors. So we're hoping to make connections for our various incubators and for ourselves throughout the world. I mean, there's people from all over Europe here, there's people from Africa here, there's people from South America, and we access any of those markets. We have products that are viable for many different markets. So we're very happy to be here to integrate and to relate to these different markets.
So we're very excited about the contribution that this incubator is going to be making in the country. In fact, just taking from his ways, the minister himself said this is one of the kind that they've seen in the country because of the way in which it promotes export business and focus in that space. We lack good examples in the country of success stories. We do have them, but we do not have enough of them. So those who are incubatees with us, we always encourage you to make sure that you make this a great success. You know, because once you make it a great success, we've got a best practice that we can take and make sure that we replicate in the country so that the country becomes a much better country.
Okay, what changed in this company as a result of joining this SME Export is that we have started already exporting our products into Zimbabwe and into Botswana. We formed contacts, already in Botswana. So obviously our sales have increased ever since we joined the SME Export Incubator.
We benefit quite a bit from the program by being knowledgeable about how does the export market work, how does the trade work, how does the Incoterms work with customs, and we've been trained quite a bit of how does the currencies and other countries work.
The changes that I've made since I've joined the JCCI SME Export Incubator have been quite extensive. Having said, my business has been 3 years in operation, but since I joined the program, it has gone through a rebranding exercise involving the logo as well as my corporate identity. The second and most critical part of the changes that I've made in the business is the strategic agreements that I had with the previous partner that was part of my business. So I felt that with the mentoring that I have received, one was able to be more directed in terms of the strategic direction of the business itself. And for me, that has been some of the great benefits that I have derived out of the program. Thank you.
The message that we want to give to our current incubatees is to continue making this project a success that it has been for the past year. We can make the platform available, but what is important is for the role players themselves to make sure that they commit themselves to a successful process, because this is good for their business. This is going to help them succeed. This is going to help them grow their businesses. But not only that, we want best practice to come from this process, so that with that best practice, we can be able to upload it and share with the rest of the country, because we have to have lots of success stories that we can replicate in the entire country. To those who want to be part of the process, they welcome to follow the application processes through the International Trade Office. They send their applications there and make calls and contact with them, and they'll be able to advise them as to exactly what is it that's required for them to qualify as incubatees. I thank you.